From the pages of MikeHuckabee.com, where you'll never find anti-conservative bias, but you will find all my columns, which, by the way, you can have delivered right to your email inbox every day when you sign up for the totally free Huckabee newsletter. Well, it's time for another look back at the week that was. We all know the name of George Floyd, and rightfully so. The killing of George Floyd by a police officer touched off nationwide protest and reignited the Black Lives Matter movement. But Black Lives Matter has shown itself to be rather selective about which black lives actually matter to them. Here's a name you probably haven't heard: Burnell Trammell. Burnell was a 60-year-old black Trump supporter in Milwaukee who declared President Obama did nothing in his 8 years to improve the lives of black Americans, while he said, quote, Trump at least had, whether by the will of God or his own inspiration, to do something that no president has ever done, and that's why he's got my vote, end quote. Burnell was shot to death sitting on a lawn chair outside his office last week while holding a Trump 2020 sign. Burnell's life mattered, and politically motivated terror might be tolerated in communist and socialist nations, but there's simply no place for it in the United States of America. Big tech was in the virtual hot seat this week as CEOs of Google, Facebook, Amazon, and Apple faced some pretty tough questions in a rare instance of bipartisanship. Both Democrats and Republicans alike raked them over the coals for their anti-competitive business practices, as well as alleged anti-conservative censorship and bias. Now, it remains to be seen whether or not big tech will face any real accountability. Exposing their endless abuses isn't enough. If social media platforms are going to behave like publishers who control content and who try to influence public opinion instead of acting simply as an open forum like a public utility, then why should they continue to enjoy protection from lawsuits? Accountability is now the name of the game, and it's up to our elected officials to deliver it. Well, from the Twitterverse, where you can follow me at GovMikeHuckabee, come these moments from the week. Jerry Nadler made it clear that the violent rioters burning and looting in cities is just a myth. That's what he actually said. I was wondering if the people who lit a building on fire with a child in it, then who blocked first responders from getting to it, were a myth. Is that what peaceful protesters do? Wake up, America. Democrats defend arson, rioting, and looting. And if they get in power, it's going to be your city, your neighborhood, your home, your child. The only thing that's not a myth is Jerry Nadler's ineptness in public office. And just when you thought the government of Portland, Oregon couldn't get any more pathetic, useless, or ridiculous, they said, hold my crack pipe, and they came up with this doozy. City Commissioner Chloe Udali declared that the fencing put up by federal agents to keep the mob of violent terrorists, peaceful protesters, from destroying the federal courthouse, putting that fence up is an unpermitted fence that obstructs the street. So the city, think about this, the city is fining the federal government $500 for every 15 minutes that it remains up. They claim Washington already owes them $192,000 in fines, which means you owe them, because you pay that. Here's a news flash. You transform policing and public safety into rioting, vandalism, and terrorism. So we'll just deduct the fence fine from the millions of dollars that we, the people, are going to be charging you for the cost to taxpayers nationwide of the vandalism to federal property that you allowed while you were in public office. And the latest fake news trope has to do with rioters in our city. Commercial media sources are now billing rioters as ordinary people. Even while these thugs are burning buildings, attacking cops, they're portrayed as just some moms who just put their kids to bed, or maybe some dads who just finished their Little League coaching. Nope, these are people attacking cops, and they're criminals because of it. From our Insanity File comes a little old lady who maced a California couple for not wearing masks while they were sitting at a picnic table in a dog park sharing lunch with their puppy as he played. Ash O'Brien and hubby Jarrett Kelly were social distancing when the lady, who was wearing a black mask, ambushed them with a can of the burning substance after berating them for not wearing masks at the Dusty Roads Dog Park in Ocean City, California. You know, last time I checked, there just aren't masks that one can wear while eating. This granny invading their social distance space and using an entire can of mace on them is a criminal act. I hope she gets caught and handed over to authorities and maybe even given a good psychiatrist. Well, this week we lost a champion of business and a positive political warrior in Herman Cain. I was heartbroken by the death of a real friend. We were both advocates of the fair tax. I just loved being around him. America has lost a true voice for liberty. Thank you, Herman, for all you shared in this life. We're going to miss you greatly, Herman Cain. Well, before I go, I want to remember the adage that John B. Finch made famous in Prohibition days. He said, "Understand that your liberty ends just where my nose begins." So whether you're a rioter in Portland, a little old lady with too much caffeine in you, or Jerry Nadler speaking to Attorney General Barr, respect the person on the other side of the fireworks, mace, or words, and hopefully they'll do the same for you. Until next time, these have been the facts of the matter. Now, if you want more videos like that one, hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell right next to it. And if you leave a comment, positive or negative, I'll be sure that my dog Toby sees it and responds to you in kind.